Hey, we're live, pal.
We're live. It's been too long. It's been too long, everyone. As the to quote the great Tokyo Police Club song, "Breakneck Speed." It's good to be back. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. This is the voice of Alexander K. Lee, and you also just heard the voice of Jose Youngs, who has been on site in Las Vegas for UFC 324. This is the MMA Fighting live stream for the UFC 324 official weigh-ins. We've got a heck of a card. Knock on wood. So far, everything has stayed intact, so we expect everyone to show up today. I'm trying to remember.
And I want to say,
Yeah,
okay, this is the
yes,
voice of
Jose, go
Jose
ahead.
right here. If it looks a
It
little
is.
different, it's because we are inside the T-Mobile Arena and not the new quote-unquote meta Apex.
Right, not inside the Apex.
They
Okay,
are
so it
currently they
is a
are
different setup.
they're building it out for Zuffa boxing tonight. So we are been relegated to the meta Apex. So you can't see the setup, but I have about a foot of space to the left and right of me, crammed in
Do you
here with
want to
all
tweet
the
it
our
out?
other feather journalists. No,
Are
no,
you going to
no,
tweet it out? Wait.
no, no.
he said we have seen. He has sent us the picture, and it is. It's a scene, man.
So
It's a scene.
I'm going. I'm gonna say now, okay. It will be a little. I'll do my best. It will be a little difficult to get graphics up on the screen because I have to basically balance this computer on my
Uh,
knee. But we
yeah.
will
Don't worry
persevere.
about it. I won't send. I'll
No, we
send.
will do our best. Send it, and I
Yes, we'll
will
do
do
our
my
best,
best.
but I will.
We
I won't
persevere.
send it as frequently. Yeah, so don't worry about it. What's up? What's up, everyone in the chat? Good to see people in the chat. Yes, we are happy to be here with you. Thank you for the positive comments. Thank you for the negative comments. Well, maybe not thank you, but we appreciate everyone chiming in, taking your time. And three, hopefully that fight just gets rebooked. Don't think it makes a lot of sense for Amanda Nunes to fight anyone else. I know she's open to it. There's a title on the line, but again, fingers crossed. Kayla's back. Second half of 2026, the latest. That seems to be maybe the optimistic prognosis, and we can still see that fight, but it won't be happening Saturday. And we also had the change with Alexa Grasso was going to fight Rose Namajunas. That got changed now. Now Rose is fighting Natalia Silva. So still playing at high stakes fights. We lost some matchups on paper, but again, hopefully one gets rebooked, and the other one, hey, we got a good, very good, some might argue more compelling fight in its place with Silva versus Namajunas. But of course, all of us are waiting on bated breath for Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett. Will they make 155 on the dot for what is, yes, a title fight? It's an interim title fight, but it is a title fight. So both men, being compensated as such. According to Mr. Gaethje, not being significantly more compensated than he was in the ESPN era, he would say not more compensated at all. It's the same he's getting for a championship fight as he has in previous years, which not bad. But that's been quite the scuttlebutt this week, guys. To talk of what is going on with the fighter pay. Why has there not been, as far as we know, a widely reported significant increase with the $7.7 billion broadcast deal that the UFC just signed with Paramount. And Dana White also didn't have an answer for whether bonuses will go up. So we'll let you know as soon as possible. It's supposed to be. I mean, we guessed it would be higher than the what has been $50,000 forever, but we don't know. We don't know for sure. Hopefully, I would love to see 75, 100. Yes, oh yes, who's coming up?
Pronounce this word for us. We're trying to figure out how to pronounce that.
That is Rougier.
Are you just making that up, or is that a real thing?
You can't. Could you tell the difference if I?
No.
I mean,
You're
I don't.
Canadian though, so.
I'm Canadian. That's how we would say it. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. It'd be Rougier.
There you go.
I apologize. Sorry, that was not Canadian, French Canadian enough of me.
It's kind of cool seeing it on the stage though. Like you got Paddy's right there.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna shut my yap, guys. You don't want to hear me.
Oh wow, this is the worst timing. Do you need mic or line?
Either's good.
Okay, you are on line. Sorry, I was helping your fellow Canadian. You're cheers. Plug into the audio box.
Shout out to Mike Bond.
That was not Mike Bond. That was another.
Wait, who's my other Canadian? I only have one. Aaron Brostetter?
Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell. The voice, yeah.
Yeah, how many Canadians are down there?
Well, we have, the broadcast.
All right, thank you all for being here for the official weigh-in for UFC 324, Gaethje versus Pimblett, as we begin the Paramount
plus era for the UFC, and we begin today with one of the gentlemen around whom this fight card was built, the number 5 ranked UFC lightweight contender competing for the interim lightweight title, Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. $154, the official weight for Paddy Pimblett. All right, next fighter to the scale, former world title challenger in the flyweight division, the number 11 ranked contender, Alex Perez. $128.5, the official weight for Alex Perez, 2.5 pounds over the non-title flyweight.
Oof.
Whoa. What the?
All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in a bantamweight prelim live on Paramount Plus, Cameron Smotherman. $135.5 for Cameron Smotherman.
Oh no. Smotherman just fell. Oh, this is not good. He's sitting up at least. Wow, that was scary.
That was terrifying.
That was really scary. Hopefully he's okay. At least he's up. Yeah, okay. He oh boy, he's lying back down. He's not doing great. All right, we're gonna keep an eye on this. I'm actually gonna hop off commentary for a second, Jose. I just want to
Yep.
I want to get look into this for MMAfighting.com. We will be back. Oh boy, this is really scary. Sorry, everyone. As you we'll have an update for you guys, obviously, as soon as we can. As you can see, thank goodness he is up, but he is that is Cameron Smotherman. He successfully made weight, but he is being helped off. Obviously, we don't know about the status of tomorrow's fight. Right now, we don't particularly care. Hopefully, this guy is okay.
I don't know. I was literally thinking that's I didn't either. I just thought and I zoomed over. I know.
All right, thank you all for your patience. Next fighter to the scale, competing in the light heavyweight division, Modestas Bukauskas.
$204.
204, the official weight for Modestas Bukauskas. All right, next fighter to the stage, kicking off the prelim portion of the welterweight division, Ty Miller. $170, the official weight for Ty Miller. All right, next fighter to the scale, making his second appearance in the UFC's heavyweight division, Josh Hokit. $234.5, the official weight for Josh Hokit. Right, next fighter to the scale, competing on the main card, former two-time UFC strawweight champion, future Hall of Famer, and the number 6 ranked flyweight contender, Thug Rose Namajunas. $125.5, the official weight for Rose Namajunas. All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in a lightweight prelim, Alexander Hernandez. $155.5 for Alexander Hernandez. All right, next fighter to the scale, longtime UFC veteran staple, his opponent, Michael the Menace Johnson. 156, the official weight for Michael Johnson. All right, next fighter weighing in this morning, competing in the bantamweight division, former Ultimate Fighter winner Ricky Turcios. 135 and a half. Cameron. $136, the official weight for Ricky Turcios. $135 and a half. Cameron. All right, next fighter to the scale, charged with kicking off the main card live on Paramount Plus, the number 6 ranked featherweight contender, Arnold Almighty Allen. $145 and a half, the official weight for Arnold Allen. All right, next fighter to the scale, number 13 ranked light heavyweight contender, Nikita Krylov. $205 and a half, the official weight for Nikita Krylov. Right, back to the main card now as we welcome the number 2 ranked women's flyweight contender, Natalia Silva. $126, the official weight for Natalia Silva. All right, next fighter to the scale, one half of the co-main event. He is the former undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, the number 3 ranked contender, Sugar Sean O'Malley. $135 and a half, the official weight for Sean O'Malley.
Looks like, oh, nope, song's right here.
All right, next fighter to the scale, the other half of the co-main event, the number 5 ranked UFC bantamweight title contender, Song Yadong. $136, the official weight for Song Yadong.
All right, I think we got a bit of a window, okay?
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm still reeling from. Good to see all these fighters make weight. We saw some big names come up. We have Natalia Silva, Rose Namajunas. That's official. Sean O'Malley flying. Oh, never mind.
Live on Paramount Plus, the number 13 ranked flyweight contender, Charles Johnson. 126, the official weight for Charles Johnson. All right, next man to the scale, one of 4 heavyweights competing here at UFC 324, Denzel Freeman.
$257 and a half.
257 and a half, the official weight for Denzel Freeman. All right, next man to the scale, competing in a middleweight prelim, Andrey Pulyaev.
$186.
186 for Andrey Pulyaev.
Okay, all right. Well, we have a little got a little break here. We say that, of course. Maybe someone else will come up. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so we went a little radio silent there for a second. Cameron Smotherman was the 3rd fighter to weigh in, I believe, and then made weight at 135.5 pounds, and then immediately fell quite awkwardly, fell right onto his face. You guys were, for anyone who's just joining us who wasn't watching before, the rest of you were watching the live stream, but for everyone else, Cameron Smotherman was he was able to sit up right away. Medics were very quick. Credit to the staff. Medics were very quick to get in and help him. He sat up for a bit and then went to lie back down, and he was down for quite some time.
Featured of the prelim bouts on Paramount Plus, former king of the flyweights and now the number 6 ranked bantamweight contender, Deiveson Deus de Gaethje Figueiredo.
Ah, fuck.
$138 and a half.
138 and a half. The official weight for Deiveson Figueiredo, 2.5 pounds over the non-title bantamweight limit.
No way, dude. Let's get him out of there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, sorry guys. No medical update on camera yet. No word from the UFC. He was awake. He was awake. Sorry guys. I didn't get to finish there. He was awake, but he was not able to lead the stage on his own power. They helped him to stand. They had one person on each side helping him go off. He did seem to be conscious, thank goodness. Hopefully he's somewhere. I imagine he's with the medical team right now, recovering, rehydrating, whatever the issue was. It could have been more than rehydration, right? We just assume rehydration. Of course, it was a hydration issue, of course, because this is the weigh-ins. Again, he did hit the mark. So, and as did Ricky Turcios, his opponent, who showed up later on. So, technically, if you want to think about it, supposedly the fight is still on, but I don't think any of us would be shocked if that fight was called off. And Cameron just got his chance to recover and, frankly, not have to worry about competing Saturday night. That should not be. If I'm him and his team, that really should not be the concern right now. But we will see. Sorry, guys. Still getting our bearings here. I know you guys are going to want to see a recap, of course, of all the weigh-ins. We've already had a couple of misses. I mean, you guys just saw Deiveson Figueiredo coming in 138.5, 2.5 pounds over the limit. Alex Perez earlier in a flyweight bout was also over the limit. He came in 128.5. So we are waiting on Umar, so we'll see what goes on with the Figgy fight. Charles Johnson successfully made weight for the Alex Perez fight. I imagine that will go forward. You'll expect the 20% purse penalty, but we don't know. We don't know. A lot of things are still up in the air. Just obviously a very weird vibe right now, guys. After what just happened, they took a little bit of a break after, they helped Cameron off, but the show must go on, I suppose. We are still waiting on Justin Gaethje.
Freeman, the number 2 ranked bantamweight contender, Umar Nurmagomedov.
I literally have no time to
And
work.
here's
Shoot, I don't even have a. Oh my gosh. Well, oh my god.
136.
136, the official weight for Umar Nurmagomedov.
There you go, guys. 136 for Umar. So we will wait to see what happens with him and Figgy. Again, I am assuming a 20% purse penalty, and the fight will go on. But until we hear official word, we don't know. I want to put a pin on this Cameron Smotherman thing for now, because again, we really don't have official word. Anything I say is just speculation, guys. Obviously, Jose is there on site, but it's very chaotic. He's juggling 9 million things at once, and I don't think the UFC right now is rushing to provide an update on Cameron's status until they probably figure out exactly what the hell happened there. So we will let you, guys. We will let you know as soon as possible. But obviously, whatever you do in these situations, thoughts and prayers, or just send positive vibes in Cameron's direction, and hopefully he's okay. Well, I'm going to use a verbal update just for now. We'll have something on screen at some point. I'll let you guys
Probably
know. But
not.
all you need to know. Maybe not. I'll get that ready. But oh, 1 second. Okay, guys, let me give you the verbal rundown here. Paddy Pimblett.
Ow.
Every time.
Keep banging my head on things.
Yeah, you guys can only imagine the situation Jose's in right now. It's very awkward.
$186, the official weight for the Storm, Ateba Gautier.
186 for Ateba Gautier. His fight with Andrey Pulyaev is official as of now. So as I was saying, Paddy Pimblett, he was the very first fighter to weigh in, everyone. He was actually a pound under the championship limit. He had a pretty noticeable size advantage over Justin Gaethje at their face-off on Thursday, but no issues making weight. Always a big topic of conversation when it comes to the baddie. Especially he pushes himself. He knows he loves sharing videos and photos of himself in between fights, where he seems to balloon up quite a bit, like body shape wise. It's interesting, but when it comes down to it, the man knows how to burn fat, knows how to get into fight shape, and has not missed weight in the UFC yet. I believe he has won his career at featherweight.
In the welterweight division, Adam Fugit. $171, the official weight for Adam Fugit.
171 for Adam Fugit, and his fight with Ty Miller is official. Okay, maybe I should save time here, guys. First, say who we're waiting
the other half of the first fight,
maybe no one.
First main card on Paramount Plus, the number 10 ranked featherweight contender, Sean Lord Silva. $146, the official weight for Sean Silva.
4, 3, 2, 1. Obrigado. Brother, thank you. Good job.
All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in a featured bout on the main card in the heavyweight division, the number 8 ranked contender, the knockout king, Derrick Lewis.
$263.5.
263.5, the official weight for the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis.
All right. Bit of a window, I think we're now okay.
I want to believe. All right, everyone. Let me just say we're still waiting for. We're waiting on Justin Gaethje for the main event. We are waiting on Waldo Cortes-Acosta. You just saw his opponent, Derrick Lewis, weigh in. And that is it. We are literally waiting on just 2 fighters, everyone. It has been anything but, I should say, anything but a standard casual weigh-in. We've had some serious drama early on already, of course. And I don't want to talk about it too much because we're still waiting to figure out exactly what happened. Cameron Smotherman collapsed after weighing in, fell flat on his face, successfully made weight, but then fell flat on his face, was attended to by medics, was able to get up with assistance and exit the stage. We are waiting for a medical update on Cameron Smotherman. And we also had 2 fighters miss weight already, guys. Former flyweight champion, obviously competing at bantamweight recently. He missed weight, 138.5. And Alex Perez, in a flyweight bout against Charles Johnson, missed weight also 128.5. So both guys missing their division limit by 2.5 pounds. Very disappointing. However, everyone else, Paddy Pimblett on weight for the main event, 154. That's for the interim UFC lightweight title. In the co-main event, Sean O'Malley and Song Yadong, 135.5 for O'Malley, 136 for Song Yadong. No problem there. We just saw Derrick Lewis, 263.5. Natalia Silva, 126 for her fight with former strawweight champion Rose Namajunas. She was at 125.5. Arnold Allen, 145.5. Jean Silva, 146. So the main card, 3-fight set. We said Figgy missed weight. His opponent, Umar Nurmagomedov, made weight at 136. Ateba, Gautier, and Andrey Pulyaev both made the middleweight limit, 186.
Fight between
Hold on.
Deiveson, Figueiredo, and Umar Nurmagomedov.
Yep.
Alex Perez and Deiveson, Figueiredo forfeit 25% of their purse.
Yep.
And as you might expect, the bantamweight bout between Ricky Turcios and Cameron Smotherman is off.
Okay. So there you go, guys. You heard that. Most importantly, the Smotherman-Turcios fight is off. Very little surprise there. Smotherman was in terrible shape getting off the scale, and we are just hoping he is in good health going forward. And the other 2 fights I mentioned that missed weight, Figgy versus Umar will go forward. Of course, 20% purse penalty for Deiveson Figueiredo, and Alex Perez and Charles Johnson will also go forward. 20% purse penalty for Alex Perez. So no real surprise there, guys, as far as follow-ups on the eventful weigh-ins that we have had so far. Hopefully that is all the drama we have, and everyone else is healthy and makes weight, and we get our fights. We have now just lost 1. We're down to 1 fight officially. Let me update this, guys. That actually got really convoluted. Okay, 1 second. We'll try to give you guys something to look at while I'm dealing with some other stuff here from MMAfighting.com, but bear with us. There's about 20 things being juggled at the moment. So, but yeah, all you guys need to know is 1 fight is off, Smotherman Turcios, and we are waiting on Justin Gaethje, guys. We are waiting on Justin Gaethje and Waldo Cortes-Acosta, but I know you're all really waiting on Justin Gaethje because That's our main event, man. And we already lost our co-main some time ago with the removal of Kayla Harrison, getting neck surgery. And hopefully that gets rebooked. But otherwise, the card had remained intact until today. I'm gonna take a look at your comments, guys. I want to see if you have any. We need some levity here. Again, it's been a bit of a bummer with some of this stuff. Joseph Boza, WCA will make weight. Yeah, I don't think we have just too much drama there. I answered this in the comments, guys, but I do see some people asking, is there a backup? Armin has been saying a lot that he's going to be there. Armin is, as far as we know, is in Las Vegas, but even he has said he is not officially the backup. He is just showing up. Well, you'll probably see him in the audience, I guess. I'm sure he and his team would love to have a chat with Dana White and Hunter Campbell, kind of figure out what they can do to get him back on the championship track. I mean, it's well documented that there's been a few missteps here and there for Armin and his team. Some of it bad luck, some of it of his own making. And he doesn't fully have the UFC's trust. So he will be there. He has been saying if the UFC calls him that he can make weight on like a day's notice. I am highly skeptical that that's possible. So no, there's officially no backup for the main event. And I think we can all be okay with that, guys. I not to jinx it, again, knocking on wood here. Justin Gaethje, pretty reliable. Paddy Pimblett, pretty reliable. We just saw him make weight. So let's not go too crazy here, worrying about what's going to happen at the top of this card. I think we're going to be okay. Sorry, guys, just read more of your comments. What else we got here? Lazy bag, crazy stuff. The angles of Cam passing out in socials are out of control. Yeah, everyone got footage of it. Unfortunately, again, I feel bad for the young man, both for the health reasons and it's footage that's going to be, you know how MMA is, right? That's footage that's going to be circulating forever. I'm sure there's opponents in the future that are going to use it as, regrettably, as like some sort of trash talk, which I would hope would be out of bounds. But I don't think anything's out of bounds in the world of MMA. So. The good MMA dog says the UFC is dead. How dare you? We're watching a UFC weigh-in right now, and there's an event there. If any, the UFC is back. UFC 324 on Saturday. UFC 325 next Saturday, guys. Sunday in local time in Australia, but Saturday for us watching it. Most of us watching in North America. Popcorn 5772 Smotherman fight off confirmed. Yeah, I think. Sorry, I think that was asked before they made the announcement. So yes, just to make it very clear, Ricky Turcios versus Cameron Smotherman will not be happening on Saturday night, and thank goodness for that. Will we see a schedule change? 5? Yeah, they might actually, yes, because now we just lost a fight. I could see it that maybe the card starts at 5:30, but they also were doing this weird thing. I'm a little interested to see what the schedule looks like with the removal of that fight, because as it was heading into today, they were doing 5 early prelims, and the prelims, the second set of prelims was just the Umar Nurmagomedov Figueiredo fight, Gautier, Pulyaev, and Krylov, Bukauskas. So I wonder if they'll do a little reshuffle there. Not that it particularly matters. It actually might not change their scheduling that much, because it could just be a 4-fight early prelims now, and you still start at 5. But we'll see. I hope everyone is able to watch Saturday's card. I know there's a little bit of confusion especially for those of us outside of the United States. I understand in the US, of course, Paramount Plus, your one-stop shop, you're all good. I think also on the Paramount channel. I'm not sure you guys are watching it there. Either way, you're subscribed to Paramount, guys. You are covered for the UFC for the rest of the year. No worries. Maybe they'll throw some cards on CBS. We don't know, right? UFC White House, but you guys are set. For those of us around the world, I know in Canada, just for my Canadians, I can't speak for everyone else. Early prelims are going to be on Fight Pass, so I hope you still have those Fight Pass subscriptions. The second set of prelims will be on Sportsnet, as they have always been for the past few years since that deal. And the card, if you want to buy, is still on pay-per-view. So we do not have the Paramount Plus deal up here, guys. We have Paramount Plus, but if you are a Canadian UFC fan, do not log into Paramount Plus on Saturday looking for UFC fights. It is the same deal that we have had for the past, 2 years, I think. Prelims on Fight Pass or Sportsnet, second set of prelims on Sportsnet, a main card for numbered events. We're still shelling out pay-per-view dollars, guys. I'm sorry. But I'm sure once this deal is up, and I can't remember the duration of it, we'll get the same, offer as everyone else. But who knows what the MMA world will look like then? Who knows what the price of Paramount Plus will be then? We're missing out. I know there's other countries. You guys can chime in wherever you're watching from, because I know we're all paying for it, and no one's watching via nefarious means. I know you guys wouldn't do that. That's not an MMA thing to do. We don't do that in the combat sports world. You wouldn't do that to Dana White. He'll arrest you. You go straight to jail. Straight to jail. First Gen Rex says veterans get 50% off Paramount Plus. Hey, that's a good deal. In case anyone missed that, so I hope that's true. If you're a veteran and you're watching the show, look into that. Content Kyle, I'll do anything to not give Dana money. Wow, Content Kyle, the man is busting his ass. The interviews he's done this week, the man is busting his ass for you to try and put on a compelling product, and you are how dare you say that you take his money. The man is struggling. Dana White is struggling right now. Olajuwon Dream. All right, I'm gonna should I read this? Weird line movement in Hernandez Johnson. Hernandez minus 160 last night, got nuked to minus 110. He looked fine on the scales too. What does someone know that we don't? That is a pretty big line movement. I don't know, guys. I listened to No Bets Barred this week, obviously. The return of No Bets Barred with Jed Mishu and frequent guest Long Island Luke. Shout out to Long Island Luke as always. Some great, very funny bets on there. Obviously, that was recorded before this line movement, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Guys, I'm not touching that kind of stuff. I don't know what it means. Could just be a lot of people feeling good about Michael Johnson for whatever reason. If there's something fishy, I'm not aware of it. I'm not even going to guess. Not even going to guess, guys. Joe 3114. How does that make any sense that you have to use 3 different streaming services to watch the same card? No wonder people pirate the cards. No comment. No comment. X Duran 1. When do you predict PFL will fold? Never. PFL will live on. PFL will live on forever. PFL, I guess what am I saying? Sort of what was Bellator. I mean, they bought Bellator and just kind of absorbed them. PFL will go on like the TN is like TNA in the pro wrestling world. Never quite breaking through, but alive, very alive, and doing very well. And I shouldn't even say that about TNA. They just got a new broadcasting deal, so TNA is doing great. PFL, wishing them the best. Shout outs to the big Double D, Don Davis. He had some big goals, big plans. Said a lot of the right things. Said some crazy things, if we're being honest. But he was the face of PFL for a little bit there, a little bit of a spark there, and hopefully Don moves on to bigger and better things, and so does PFL. We wish everyone the best, because we need options, guys. Whether you're a fan of PFL or not, or one championship, or I don't think anyone should just only be a fan of the UFC. I get it; it's the big show. So many great fighters. It's a product we're used to. We know where to watch it. So there's a convenience element to it. But if you can throw a bone to some other promotions, it's always a good thing. Especially since PFL, if you guys watched PFL cards last year, your average PFL card was actually pretty good. They kind of got out of this funk of. Sorry, guys. We'll talk about UFC 224. I'll shut up about the PFL in a second. There were some really rough cards there where, let's be honest, they had a lot of wrestlers dominating their seasons and tournaments, and it wasn't always the best thing to watch. Like, we're great fighters, but some of those cards were just drags, and those fights were not great to watch. I don't know what formula they found last year, but they found the right mix, man. A lot of highlights, great competitive fights. They had the Hughes Usman Nurmagomedov rivalry, which was great. Got a lot of good positive headlines. So I hope PFL survives. I actually think the product was really, really good. Like, there were a lot of PFL cards I would have put above your average like UFC Fight Night last year. So give these things a chance. Hopefully it's better. They're moving on from this Jake Paul silliness. They might be moving on from this Francis Ngannou deal, which at the very least brought them eyeballs. The Jake Paul thing, I don't know what the hell that was. But Francis Ngannou, they got one fight out of him, and at least some good publicity, but also definitely a little murky situation there with him fighting for them once in over 2 years. Strange stuff, guys. Strange stuff. But hopefully PFL streamlines a little bit and it's still out there.
There you go. Okay.
Joel. Oh, what's up? Oh, sweet. Beautiful. There you
Oh
guys.
man, I wish you
All right.
could see. I definitely have a bruise on my forehead from just
Tell
getting
him.
cracked in the
Oh,
head.
God. Oh gosh.
And just as I say, Annick picks up the mic.
Okay, here we go. Perfect timing. While we're waiting for Anik, I know he's going to pipe in any minute now. Guys, we're going to talk to main event because I need help. I write predictions for MMAfighting.com. I am torn. I am so torn on the direction to go. I have not settled on Gaethje or Paddy yet. I really haven't. I've gone both ways. Definitely over the past 6 weeks or since the fight was first announced. I have found. Oh, here we go. Perfect.
On the main card in the heavyweight division, the number 5 ranked contender, Waldo Cortes-Acosta. $262, the official weight for Waldo Cortes-Acosta.
Was alarming. 262, guys, for Waldo. His fight with Derrick Lewis is now official.
That scared me. That scream. I like jumped a mile.
Yeah.
Thank God I wasn't kneeling
Lazy
down to
Bandit
editing,
makes-
or I would have just smashed my head again.
Lazy Bandit May says the real fights went down last night. Shout out to Tough Enough 151. Yes, Tough Enough 151 also went down in Las Vegas. Popcorn saying, I'm not watching anything called Tough Enough. How dare you? It's a sick name. You guys should tune in. I believe that is on UFC Fight Pass. I think the replay. There was some eventful stuff, man. Some eventful stuff. I actually wrote up some of it. I don't know if it's on UFC MMA Fight yet, but I'll MMA. I don't know if it's on MMAfighting.com yet, guys, but we will. I do Miss Fists every week. It is back, and I wrote up some eventful stuff from it. So just to spoil it, first of all, Sal Everett, a UFC staff member who has been fighting amateur, he just turned pro last year. He fought on the card. Dana White and company were in attendance to watch this guy fight, and he scored a 4-second knockout. So guys, follow. If you're not following Gabaka Hitman on Twitter, you guys are missing out. It's also on the UFC Fight Pass, and you find a clip there. But yes, Sal Everett, big shout out. Wants to be a UFC fighter while working. He is working again as staff for the UFC and currently pursuing an amateur and currently a pro career. He went 3-0 as an amateur, or 4-0 as an amateur, and I think is now 3-0 as a pro. Strick has only fought for Tough Enough. Obviously, they have a pretty strong sort of connection with the UFC. So it's in Las Vegas. Very easy for them to keep an eye on him. Impressive stuff. I think all his wins are finishes. Just one went to the second round. All his wins are first. Other than that, all the others were first round finishes. So who knows? That could be a hell of a story for a guy going from staffer to UFC roster member. But I would say give it like a year. I think he's 20. I think he's in his early 20s. So there's not, or he's in his 20s. I don't know if it's early 20s or late 20s, but he has time. The young man has time. And hopefully they don't rush him into contenders here or something like that. But obviously Dana White knows who he is. He probably sees the guy somewhat frequently. So very cool story there. Also, big shout out to David Goldenberg. I gotta make sure I get his name right. I've kind of messed this up a bunch of times. David Goldenberg, who won a fight. He's 3-0 as a pro. He's 33 years old. I think he's a 33-year-old middleweight, and cuts quite the promo where he, again, because the UFC executive's in the building, he mentions Hunter, he mentions Sean Shelby, and then he's like, what's that other guy's name? The bald guy who looks like a bloated Mr. Clean? Dino? And then he goes like, Dana White, like, I'm the next big thing. Let's make some money together. It's very interesting. You guys can see it. It's going viral on social media right now. Kaposa put it out there last night. I don't know if everyone picked it up. I know I retweeted it today. I think a bunch of people retweeted it today. So you can see that very short clip. And imagine it with a very thick New Jersey accent, and you're getting the real full effect. So yes, big shout out to Tough Enough. Some viral moments yesterday, man. That was really interesting. Heady Joker, is Tough Enough on Paramount Plus? I don't think so, guys. Like I said, Fight Pass still exists. So I don't know what you guys in the US are getting out of it, because we still get, like I said, in Canada, we needed to watch early prelims and some other things. I don't know if you guys are getting the same thing. So yes, you have to watch on Fight Pass. But I think like I said, you can find the highlights just on the social medias of Fight Pass. Tough Enough, I don't know, I think on their Instagram also, you can check it out there. So you can catch up for sure. Very eventful, Tough Enough event. So good shout, Lazy Bet. MMA user, we're just waiting on Justin Gaethje. Only fighter left. Paddy Pimblett did make weight. We just saw Waldo. I'll send Jose a little update here. It's not urgent. The only name you need to add is Waldo, if you guys see that graphic. And Waldo made it. So the guys in red, of course, are fighters who missed weight. Those fights are proceeding with Deiveson Figueiredo and Alex Perez, respectively, forfeiting 20% of their purse. Really, really disappointing to see that, I will say. Alex Perez always had a lot of trouble getting to the cage, just had a weird last few years. Figgy, it was tough for him to make 125. He's a big, thick guy. But moving up to bantamweight was supposed to alleviate some of that stress, and unfortunately, we still end up with a miss. So not happy to see that. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm going to send you this update. All right, guys, help me with that. Is Justin still making his weight cut? I don't know, guys. My guess would be he's on, and that he may be just kind of stringing along. But I've been very wrong about these before. I wish someone would go out there and do a super cut of the amount of times I've said, "Oh, don't worry about this fighter, guys. They've never missed before, or they've come close, but they've always hit. Not to worry." And then 5 to 30 minutes later, the fighter comes to the scale and misses weight. I have done this at least I think I did it like a dozen times last year. It's very embarrassing, but I'm a positive person, and I'm assuming Justin, who has never missed weight in the UFC, guys, never missed weight ever. I don't think I shouldn't even clarify in the UFC. I don't think Justin has a weight miss. He's fought people who have missed weight, Charles Oliveira, but he has not missed weight himself. Melvin Gillard, he fought once, so Melvin missed weight there. Yeah. I'm not worried, guys. Not worried about Justin Gaethje. Am I worried about the staph infection? Oh, excuse me, alleged staph infection. If I was Jed, if Jed Meshoot was here, he would just be knocking that alleged right off. Yeah. Honestly, I'm seriously worried. Whatever it was, whatever this illness is or affliction that has affected, that Justin Gaethje has suffered heading into this fight, yes, I'm concerned. I'm concerned by that. I'm concerned by his age. I'm concerned by the retirement talk, which has not been his talk, by the way. I mean, it is his coach has mentioned it. And I think Gaethje has had to discuss it only because he keeps getting asked him. I think Gaethje has been asked and prompted many, many times, is this your last fight? How many fights do you have left? If you don't win, will you retire? All that stuff. He's heard, I think, probably 100 variations of this question in the lead up to this fight. And credit, by the way, to him and Pimblett and a lot of people from this card, and again to Dana White they've done a lot of interviews for this card. If you go on YouTube, guys, and just like Dana White UFC 324 interview, Paddy Pimblett, Justin Gaethje UFC 324 interview, they have put in the footwork for sure. You guys are probably sick of seeing some of these quotes aggregate because they have spoken to 30 different outlets to talk about every angle of this fight. But that is what fight promotion is supposed to be. And let's be honest, UFC 325, at least over here on our side of the world, is not getting nearly that kind of coverage, and certainly won't. I mean, with it only being 7 days away. Hopefully in Sydney, it's getting wall-to-wall promotion. That's what I want to believe. But yeah, I'm concerned about Gaethje's age. I'm concerned about the retirement talk. Because does he have one foot out the door? I don't think so. He's saying a lot of the right things about needing to be mentally locked in and treating this fight seriously. I know people kind of probably rolled their eyes when he said he wasn't mentally in the right space for the Max Holloway fight, because he said he was treating it as a fun fight, not as he would a normal championship fight. And I think there's something to be said about that. But every fighter has an excuse for their losses. That's just how it goes. Paddy Pimblett is younger. He's definitely going to be bigger and stronger. Gaethje is extremely hard to control on the ground. Again, only the best of the best of the best, I think, have managed to really take him down and control him. Do you put Paddy in that tier? If so, then you should be confident Paddy's going to win. He'll just ground Justin, avoid a lot of the stand-up danger, and either win a decision or possibly even get a submission. If you don't believe that, if you don't put him on the the Khabib tier, on the Charles Oliveira tier, then you should feel pretty good about Gaethje's chances. He is the underdog. If this fight is on the feet, he is going to kick the living crap out of Paddy's legs. He is going to batter him with combinations. it's gonna be a nasty one if it ends up on the feet. And I'm not saying Paddy is completely out of his element, but listen, we're all all we can do is sort of go on the information we have, and we know that Gaethje is one of the best, most feared strikers 155. Paddy Pimblett is not. That's just how it is. Maybe he will be after this fight if he just knocks Gaethje out with one punch. I don't know. So, guys in the comments, let me know where you're leaning. Let me read. Let me see your comments. Let me know where you're leaning. Is it Gaethje for sure? Like, is he like, the guy that lost to Max Holloway? There's no shame in that. Is he still? Do you still see Gaethje as just leagues above Paddy's competition? Especially if you want to nitpick and say, well, Chandler and Tony Ferguson and oh my gosh, who am I forgetting, guys? I'm so sorry. Bobby Green. Sorry, excuse me, King Green. That Gaethje's just so far levels above them that Paddy's really going to get a reality check. Or is it time? Is this, combat sports? The younger guy is going to have the advantage, especially a guy who can grapple so well. Is he the more obvious choice? Where you guys going here? Jermaine, Paddy is going to get Justin on the ground. It's certainly possible. It's certainly possible. Tyler Ford, is Justin fighting? I assume he is, guys, but we are 7 minutes left in the official weigh-in window. Now, again, if Justin Gaethje does not show up in these 7 minutes, it does not mean he's like disqualified. It does not mean it's an automatic miss.
Here we go.
Here we go. Thank you.
$155, the official weight for Justin Gaethje, and with that, your UFC 324 main event is now official.
That's everyone, right?
Yeah.
That is everyone, guys. Jose, do you want me to throw up the graphic, or do you got to dip?
I got a dip literally in like 30 seconds. So
30 seconds. Okay, don't worry, guys. Just to let everyone. No, we don't need a graphic. It's fine. I'm going to hit everyone up real quick. So yep. Thank you, Jose. Jose's going to dip out of here in a second. Thank you, guys. Watch for our preview show later. I'll just let you know. Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett is on. Our interim lightweight championship is on. All the main card fights are on, guys. Everyone made weight, so don't worry about that. All the big fights. Umar Figgy is on, though Figgy did miss weight. Alex Perez also missed weight, but his fight with Charles Johnson on. Other than that, we had a huge scare with Cameron Smotherman collapsing after the weigh-in. His fight with Ricky Turcios is off, but all the other fights are on, guys. So thank you for joining us. Jose, I hope your head's okay. He's been navigating literally a jungle of equipment, guys, down there. He's not had the usual setup. Yeah. Good luck, my friend. But thank you again, everyone, and we will see you later. And enjoy our shows, please, going forward. And enjoy Fight Night.
Hasta luego, everybody.